Okay, guys, a lot of people want me to do an update on CLEU. I'm just going to be really honest with this one. This is a very hard stock. This is not one of those stocks that you just want to, just get in right away. But the first thing I noticed in all my videos, I tell everyone, if you're playing my system and if you're looking for bottom reversals, we got to look at what the gap is. When a stock goes from $8 and gaps all the way down to like 12 cents, that does not mean it's a potential buy just because of the price it went down from. I mean, you can look at this gap here. Pretty big, right? Here is your substantial gap. It does not mean price is going to fill that gap either. There's tons of stocks that do not do that, especially pennies. So larger the gap, obviously this is so big that I'm like, holy crap, this is probably the biggest gap I've ever seen in quite some time. So basically what happens is this EMA 5 is going to be so delayed that we have no idea where this EMA 5 should be. Indicators lag when this happens. Like, for example, look at this lower Keltner channel. You see how it's not even close to the price. Price is trying to get close to it. Because you had this big move up, right? So when you had this big move up and big move down, these Keltner channels, this is what they are. I use an average true range of 4. And basically when price gets up to this upper, it is extremely overextended and it's due for a pullback. When price gets to this lower Keltner, it's extremely oversold. So there's a lot of ways I can look to play this. My best plays are going to be at the lower Keltner channel, and those are the plays that I usually look to alert in the Discord. You can find all my swing trade alerts right here in the Discord on what I plan to do. If they don't meet my high quality system, then I look to play with the trend. There's two ways I can play these, but this is definitely a downtrend because EMAs are above price action. So basically what that means is when price comes to an EMA, on these EMAs, I had the 5, purple, 10, yellow, and 20 is the blue. You can expect price to have resistance there. So when we count these candles, I do have an EMA 5 strategy where price will come back up to it. But this is one of those plays I'm like, it's just really hard to play because you have a big gap. So it's hard to play the EMA 5. You're not at this lower Keltner channel. And you also do not have a low K value, all right? I repeat, your K value is at 5.57 here. That's this bottom stochastic oscillator. I mean, it's low, but it's not like extreme, like under 3 or something. So if we count these EMA, these candles, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This is 18 daily candles not touching the EMA 5. Probably the longest I have ever seen in the history of the stock market not touching the EMA 5. 18 daily candles. And it makes a lot of sense because why? There is a big, massive gap, and we have terrible market conditions that are causing a lot of small caps to go down. There is a lot of volume, so I wouldn't be surprised if this thing pumped. We do have a reverse split scheduled, okay? So do keep that in mind. You can see, you can read all their filings here. They have a meeting of shareholders February 20th. So they're going to do a reverse split. I assume, I believe it was in March. So do keep that in mind. So how I look at this is one, they could pump it up prior to the reverse split. But me personally, since we're not hitting this lower Keltner channel, which is like my bottom reversal systems, I can show you many stocks that work like that. I.e., you have CYN that hit this bottom Keltner channel with time distance, like not touching this 5 and 10, and you can see the massive gains up, right? From this low, I actually played this one 2 times. It did a 400%. And then you have, obviously, when they have news that it pumps biggest, like NGOL was a merger, you see the trend here, lower Keltner channel, massive pump. And BRX was a beautiful one. Lower Keltner channel, right in here, and it pumped all the way up to the upper Keltner channel. This does not happen a lot, but as you can see, 800% gain in a day. Whereas your sell points is the upper Keltner channel. So just, I don't really like to use a lot of fundamentals into these penny stocks because they simply are that. They're penny stocks. They're unpredictable. There's not a lot of, like, if I'm using fundamentals, I use that with my uptrend ideas because I try to be like, okay, if it maintains an uptrend, I need a high quality stock, and that's usually going to be based on just higher price. This is a sub 10-cent penny stock. There's not much fundamentals you're going to do on this. This is more of a technical analysis, oversold bottom type of play. I mean, not hitting 18 daily candles to the EMA 5 is pretty long. I personally did not take the risk on this because when I look at the EMA 5 Right, from okay, price close right here. You're looking at a 16% gain, and it's going to go lower each day. So to me, it's just not really worth it in my opinion. The only thing that would be worth it is if price touches this EMA 10, which is a 214% gain, and it's probably not going to touch that EMA 10 because we haven't touched this 5. This is lagging because of the massive gap, and it's probably going to reject on the 5. Me personally, I would just wait till the reverse split. Get that out of the way. Then we can look into pumping this thing, and we'll go from there. I mean, this is just a really hard stock to play. If you don't know about the gaps, and I've seen this a lot in my system, and the first time I seen this, I was like, wow, this is scary. Not because it gapped down too much. I mean, this is probably the biggest gap that I've seen, and if I use my data price range tool, I mean that's a 600% gap up. From these gaps. That's one of the biggest gaps I've seen, and that's why indicators are going to lag. So it's you're trying to catch an insane falling knife at that point. But yeah, what I look to do is one, I need a low K value. It's at 5, maybe under 3. And if there's a reverse split coming, just wait for the reverse split at that point because it's just kind of too close to the date. So and that's how I see about it. I know a lot of people got scammed on this, and I feel sorry for you guys. Or my heart goes out to you. Just understand that what I look to do. I know a lot of people who got promoted this on. A lot of people tell me like there's a WhatsApp group that promoted this, and it's a serve to me because this was not, you see how they had massive volume coming in here, 126 million. They tried to make it look real, 70 million, and just kept going up and up. And right here at this upper Keltner channel is when they just plummeted it down. And at a blink of a notice, I mean, if you guys know China stocks, you never want to hold these China stocks long. They are manipulated. Honestly, this stock should be delisted, in my opinion. So, I mean, and you could look at the prior chart. What does CLEU always do? They always pump it up to this upper Keltner channel, and they always dump it down. So anybody, that's recommending this thing, when it starts pumping, I would just run away. This is not something to recommend. What happened on every single freaking time? CLEU went to the upper Keltner channel, and it dumped. And when it dumps massive. I could show you many times. That's like 4 or 5 times this thing has done it. So the pattern is you don't play this thing when it pumps. You never play it on an uptrend, and you always play this. I mean, any penny stock, you really want to play it on a downtrend reversal because penny stocks don't usually make uptrends, period. This is not going to be like your Nvidia where it makes a steady uptrend. So that's my big thing. If you got lost on it, try never to do that mistake again. Look at the profile. Is it a China company? They're always extremely risky. They're always pump and dumps, guaranteed. And most pennies are. And so what we try to do is try to find this, try to play this at a bottom reversal. This is what I teach in my channel. Is I play these at bottom reversal type setups. Okay. I'm not going to play this one because there's too much EMA 5 time to this. I wouldn't be surprised if it pumped. But it's me personally, I'm going to give you guys the plays that are at this lower Keltner channel with massive EMA 5 TD and even EMA 10 TD, where I have 2 targets that I can potentially I can hit the 5 and the 10. And I want plays that can go all the way up to these areas, right? I want to make sure I can get, 50 to 100% gain potential. All right, so if you guys want to join the Discord, you guys are more than welcome to join it. Click the link down below in YouTube comments below, and in the description it'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts. My heart goes out to you guys. If you guys lost money on CLEU, this is a nice Discord to get in. I'm going to be very transparent. We're going to have losses. We're going to have wins. We're going to make some money. And a lot of the times where it's going to be really good. There's going to be times where it just absolutely sucks too. And so that's why we want to manage risk, watch the videos, understand what I plan to do. I set a set amount of money for each penny. I have a clear accumulation rules. Please watch the accumulation rules. I have right here how to properly accumulate my reversals. It is impossible to catch the absolute bottom. I never say I'm going to buy it right in here and that's it. I have 3 to 4 ads I do, and I have a max amount I put in because basically what you want to do is you want your average to be under these EMAs, EMA 5 and EMA 10 up in here when you're playing these downtrend stocks. But you got to understand there's a specific set of rules. EMA 10 is not due for this stock, so this is not even a target. You also want to know the news. I mean, if there's a reverse split coming too close, it's better to wait for that and play another stock, okay? So that's what I think about CLEU. Could it pump? Sure. Does it meet my A+ situm of I like to look for a lower Keltner channel. Just like when CLEU got to the upper Keltner channel, it dumped. I want to look for the lower Keltner channel and have it pumped. and there's plenty of pennies to play that do that. So if you click day trade alerts when you come to the Discord, it'll take you to this. All these channels will be unlocked once you subscribe. I'm telling you guys, for a lifetime of a discount, if you're putting a lot of money in the stock market, you're going to want to learn this strategy. It's what made me consistently profitable. No more gambling. Understanding there's a safe strategy. I have riskier stocks. There's something for everyone here. If you want to do, I do penny stocks. I will say they are risky. Those are my accumulation. I do higher quality stocks. I recommend those, and I also have a day trade strategy. If you want to learn all these strategies, click the day trade alerts. Day and swing trading plus, your name will be in gold, and you'll learn all these for $12 a month. Okay, it's going to be very affordable. It's cheap. It will never go up in price. You're going to get locked in at a permanent discount. In time, I am going to increase this by March. Looking to increase it to $30, $50 a month as we're getting thousands of traders coming in. For this exclusive video, if you're watching CLEU and you're just losing money, this is a nice way to start out. Get your feet wet. If you don't like it, you can cancel anytime. But I promise you, you're going to learn how to trade, and that's the main thing with trading. It's not just following signals, it's just how to trade. So I'm going to give you guys day trading education, swing trading education, swing trade alerts, day trade alerts, all in here, even live streams every day. Like I posted here, I'm going live. If you guys have any questions, you need your chart set up or anything, I have videos for that too. But that's the main thing, is transparency. So join the live streams too when you join the Discord. But that clears up a lot of things. If you guys want to subscribe, do it on your computer to avoid the iOS fee. If you have an Android, you will have to use your computer. And if you don't have a computer, just read how to subscribe right in here. Basically, you will have to use your phone's browser, and you can click this link. But easiest way to subscribe is day trade alerts. If you're not from the US, you will be charged a currency exchange rate. It's not going to be much. It'll be like $15 or $16 instead of 12, but you're still getting that lifetime discount. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching CLEU. I'll be watching this thing after reverse split, and I'll see you in the next one.